Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is day 3 of NaNoWrimo, November 3rd, and today we are going to be talking about why I love book signings and book conferences.
Stop chasing all the city lights. Breathe me in, go on and take your bite. Count on me to make you come.
So since today is Sunday and I take Sundays off to write during NaNoWrimo, I have decided to come down and sit and talk with y'all about why I absolutely adore book signings and book conferences and book conventions. I'm wearing my glasses because my allergies are horrible. And I'm not exactly sure if there's a cold starting. Also, there is construction happening in the background and my husband is playing a video game, so you might hear screams. Why do I love book signings and book conferences? There is a difference. This coming weekend, I'm going to Readers and Ritas in Dallas, which is hosted by Fresh Fiction. It is a weekend where writers, aspiring authors, and readers alike can come and just celebrate the authors that they love that are there as guests. They can participate in a Friday writing retreat. Food is prepared and offered all 3 days of the retreat type for the signing, and you get to watch panels, interact with authors in author lounges. As an author and as somebody who is doing a panel there on audiobooks, I will be hosting Friday night dinner, which means I have gifts for the readers who have signed up to sit at my table, which is kind of really, really awesome. And it's just an amazing celebration of authorship, of celebrating the readers and authors coming together. There's a signing, public and private, on Saturday. The food is amazing. It's always great. We always have a fajita lunch on Saturday. It's fantastic. The women of Fresh Fiction are some of my favorite people in the world, and they really go above and beyond to really make readers and authors alike feel really welcome here in Dallas, Texas. So one of the things that I really like about that book signing is readers get to meet authors they love. Authors get to meet their readers that love them and their books and their characters so much. One of the things that I find really unique about this Fresh Fiction Readers and Ritas, and the Ritas stands for margaritas. It is not the Ritas for the Rita Awards. It's margaritas, because every Saturday we have the Margarita Fresh Fiction Rita Awards, and it's just their version of their little awards. They also do a Fresh Fiction box, which is kind of like a subscription box every month of the year. I will link everything to Fresh Fiction down below so that you can check them out. They're wonderful. Reach out at any time. Sarah, Reese, and Gwen are fantastic. They are wonderful. And there are gift baskets that you can win in raffles. Last year, I won a raffle basket from Christine Feehan, who is a shifter, paranormal shifter, romance writer. I got her entire Leopard book series signed. I got a new Kindle. I got those really fancy, cute story gloves and the scarf from Story Arts that she got personally made up. I got this little figure right here. And then I also got a pen, a letter opener with a little leopard on it, and then also a set of mugs, little glass mugs that you can kind of take out of their silver or their pewter container that has the holder. And they're like little beakers, but they're printed, monogrammed with her logo, with her symbol crest for her Panthers. And it's just like, it was phenomenal. I was so jazzed because the year before I didn't win anything, and I spent a lot of time picking my baskets. Didn't win anything. This year I was a little bit more strategic and I did win something. So this year I am hoping to win again, but if not, it's all good. So it's a really, really fun way to see kind of authors' gift baskets, their style, and then if you win it, you get to take a picture, you get to go thank your author, talk to them a little bit about it, and it's just a really intimate way to meet authors and other writers. Yourself, Candace Havens always does writers retreat on Friday, along with some other guest authors who do panels on writing, craft, that sort of thing, which I really enjoy. I love going, and since it's during NaNoWrimo, it's perfect. You don't really have to think about it. You can go and listen and read along, listen and follow along, or you could be doing your own thing. You could be writing and listening at the same time. So since that experience is so very close and it is so very special to my heart, I will be vlogging every single day there. Eric and I have a panel on Saturday afternoon with audiobooks. We're hosting again, like I said, a table on Friday night for dinner because I'm an author / audiobook personality there. So it's gonna be fantastic. Now, book conferences. WordFest, and then there's Dallas Writing Conference. So the one that I actually have been to as a vendor and also as a panelist was 2 years ago now. Not this past year, but last June I went. And we did, Eric and I, again, we're both audiobook narrators and producers, so we did panels there, 2 panels there on audiobooks. And we also held a table for the 2 days that we were there. They fed us. It was amazing. There was a great keynote speaker of the YA science fiction genre dystopian group that spoke, and it was wonderful. There were pitch sessions, there were agents, and there were entire courses and classes going on around us. This is the little bit of the difference between a signing and a conference. So a signing may have like a 1-day writer retreat. Some of them don't. Some of them it's just a 1-day signing where authors come together. They may have a few panels, they may have food, and you get to meet your author and get signed and take pictures, and that's it. Conference is where you go and you actually pay and you sign up for classes that you can take with industry professionals like editors, publishing houses, agents, authors, that sort of thing. So the one that's here in June is DFWCon, Dallas Fort Worth Writers Conference, and I believe it's like the first weekend of June or first or second weekend of June, somewhere in there, and it's well worth it. Again, the food is amazing. It's great. They feed you all day. You will never go hungry at these places, which was what I love. It's like, hey, we know that you're a writer and a reader and you're probably hungry all the time, so have some food, have some junk food, have some healthy options, but here's like an entire freaking table of candy. I went to the Writers Conference and it was extremely amazing. I wasn't able to do much of the courses because I was there as a vendor, but I will be going probably next year as an attendee. And here, since I was a vendor, I got a free pitch session with my ticket. So I did pitch Project Claymore to a literary agent who was very nice. I won't name names, but she was wonderful. She was super nice. And she did ask for the first 10 pages of my manuscript. She got it and said, I love the idea, but it's not what I sell and not what I feel comfortable selling, but good luck with it. Like, it's a great premise. It really sounds interesting, but it's not my type of women's fiction or romance that I'm used to, so I'm gonna have to pass, because it was a bit more historical at that time and a bit more family saga-y, and now it's kind of, you know,
circled around back to the paranormal.
Really nice to get the feedback from her and to actually have a successful pitch session. So, pitch sessions, what are they? Us authors, we know about the dreaded querying, the oh my goodness, we have to write a page and a summary sometimes and send in the first 2 chapters or 10 pages of our manuscript, and then we sit and rock back and forth for months waiting for a reply, which is usually a very kind thanks but no thanks, and that's okay. If it looks like I just started crying, it's because I sneezed, and I look like I cry when I sneeze. I'm fine. This is just allergies or something. I'm good. But like I said, I have queried at least 10 agents in the last 4 years for multiple projects, one being the Legend series. I don't know what they're doing outside, but it sounds like they're banging on something. Also Project Claymore, and for another project that I haven't even decided to really showcase much of it all. And the majority of the rejections that I have gotten have been very nice. Thanks, but no thanks. It sounds great, but it's just not what I'm looking for right now. Or I don't know, I don't sell this actually. It doesn't sound like something that I would be willing to buy. And you may say, well, are you reaching out to the proper agents? Why are they saying that they can't sell it? And it's like, well, it just depends on the market. They may say they take romance without specifications, just romance in general. And if I have something like a paranormal family saga romance set in Scotland, that then I'd be like, oh, well, I do more contemporary. That's fine. So rejection only makes you stronger in this industry. Don't let it get you down, because one day you'll get an acceptance, because it's a numbers game. Luck also, and if you have a good book. A pitch session is you will have 10 minutes from the start of a gong or a buzzer to sit down and pitch your agent your idea. From there, you will tell the agent whatever she or he wants to know, and then at 9 minutes you will hear a gong or a buzzer, and you will stand and get ready to leave, because at that last gong or buzzer, if you're not standing and leaving, it's seen as rude and it's breaking etiquette in pitches. So you want to get out of there as fast as you can without being unprofessional or rude. One thing that I noticed that I really practiced was my elevator pitch, because that's essentially what a pitch to a live pitch to an agent is. It's just your elevator pitch, your one line summary. And when I say one line, I mean one line summary of your book. So what I would highly recommend you do is you get that piece, that line, and you get it down, and then you don't talk. Because what a lot of people do in pitch sessions is they give their elevator pitch, their one-liner, and then they continue to talk because they know they have not a lot of time. They love their book. They're nervous, so they talk fast and don't really think. And it can get you can get fumbly. It's essentially like an audition, but you're not cold reading because you know the content of which you are auditioning with. It's not you're auditioning for, you're auditioning with or to. So for me, it was a little bit easier to slow down, because I read that it's good to give your one-line pitch and then stop and let the agent be the one to prompt you with their questions. And it's not about giving the agent the entire story or even the conclusion. It's just giving your agent snippets, the hook, the premise, the threads, the genre, the feeling, the overarching theme of your book, in a concise, clear manner that says, yes, I know my genre, yes, I know my characters, yes, I know my book, and yes, I know where it needs to be. And I did that, and it was successful. I was just thankful that I did my first pitch session successfully and got a request, because I came to find out that it's kind of hard to do. So book conferences are a great place to be able to pitch to agents, to learn about what agents do and don't want. There was a luncheon that we had on Sunday that was called, well, on Saturday before the pitch sessions really got going, we had what was called the Gong Show. And it was people who were brave enough sent in their pitches or their query letters to be taken apart by 7 agents on a panel to show where they would have stopped reading in that query. And only, I think 2 out of like the 7 they did managed to make it to the end without any hesitation. The rest, one was stopped after the first sentence. The other few were stopped pretty close to the beginning, and one almost made it through. But it was really nice to see and then hear the feedback of why, when that agent gonged out, to hear their reasonings why. And I got to hear what my agent liked and didn't like to hear in queries. So when I went home, I was able to adjust my query to her. It was nice because then you got also panels with these agents. You got panels on writing craft with authors or editors in the business and the industry. So I would highly recommend you looking up book conferences or book conventions near you, or even signings that have a retreat attached to it, because you can learn a lot from these places, a lot from these people, and you'll make friends. So if you like this kind of content, my name is Kylie. I am an author, tuber, and an audiobook narrator. You can follow me down below by clicking the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss a video, as well as following me on all of my social medias that I've linked down below. Also link the Fresh Fiction Readers and Ritas here in Dallas down below so you can take a look at what it looks like and the schedule, kind of what it's all about. And if you're in the area and if you're interested in coming next year, then fantastic. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. NaNoWrimo Day 4. Monday. One love, guys.